1212, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. This is the Alpha FX. One, two, 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Quick sound check. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. From the beginning.
Okay. Very good. Why are you so shy? Good afternoon. There you go. Can you just give me a feedback? You can see my trading view as well as my MetaTrader.
Yes, we can.
Very good. Very, very good. Good afternoon, everyone. So, how was yesterday, CPI trading? Profit, loss, break even?
Profit.
Good. Very good. Very, very good.
Well, let's hope we're gonna today make money.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so currently I have few open positions on gold running in drawdown, minus 800 pounds, which is not ideal, but I was expecting price, to pull back below the pivots. So I'm expecting slightly higher inflation. Today we have PPI, which is going to be released in 37 minutes. PPI is just another inflation indicator. The only difference between PPI and CPI is that it measures the change of price in goods and services at the producer level, not the consumer level. So it's a leading inflation indicator. Yesterday we had hotter than expected CPI, which means that inflation is back again. Now I read an interesting article today which was posted for the members, that apparently analysts and economists, considering this uptick in inflation due to the Trump tariffs. Of course, any policy or any action takes time in the economy to trickle down. And they say that the tariffs started in April, and we start to feel the effect of the tariffs now, which I think maybe April, May, June, July, 3 to 4 months. Yeah, 4 months now, 3.5 months. Yeah, it's reasonable that it could be the uptick yesterday in the CPI contributed to the tariffs. Who knows? Who knows? But definitely a 0.3% increase in inflation is substantial, considering the downtrend we saw in inflation over the past 12 months, 18 months. And of course, because of this uptick in inflation, the interest rate expectations have vanished. The interest rate decrease expectation completely vanished overnight at the minute the inflation data came out. What it means is that traders and investors have no further hopes for the Fed to cut 75 basis points this year. They're still expecting, good 50 basis point, but if we have continuous increase in inflation, then that is going to be irrelevant. Let me change the color for this one. Okay, so these are the interest rates or the yields for the US government bonds. You got the yellow one, the 2-year, the purple one, the 10-year, and the white one is the 30-year. 30-year Treasury bond yields back again above 5%. 2% interest rate yield or bond yield is back to close to 4% on the short end of the yield curve. Now what it means, investors demanding higher risk premium for their investment, because essentially a bond is an IOU, which means that bondholders are lending money to the US government. And because of the higher inflation, they're expecting the Fed to hold interest rates higher for longer, which has been a narrative for years now. 2-3 years. When did the interest rates start to go up?
21, I think. Or 8, yeah.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, I think the lift, the real elevation started in 2022. So 3.5 years now. It's so cool. I've got a Dyson, the tower AC or whatever, it's the air cleaner, and I've got an application I can control it. I even got an application for my toothbrush. This is insane. People are very bored. Okay, so open positions. Let's have a quick look. So I've got 3 open positions. Now it's only 770 pounds drawdown. Of course, yesterday was a very good day, so I can afford a little bit of speculation today. My speculation today was that prices are going to pull back and continue downwards to 3,300. We have a very nice downward sending channel. Of course, we consider technicals as well, or I consider technicals as well. But mostly the reason for my short entry is hotter than expected CPI data yesterday. And hopefully a hotter than expected PPI data today. And looking at the technicals, you can see that we have a very nice downward sending channel. Very good technicals. If you put the Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, you can see that price touched the 50% Fibonacci, which lines up with the previous support that became a resistance now. And you have a very aggressive impulse move to the downside, and currently it's retesting the key Fibonacci retracement levels, such as the 50% Fibonacci, which once again is a resistance level. There you go. Let me zoom in. So hopefully you can see it. So this is the speculation, obviously fueled by mostly macroeconomics and fundamentals, but I use technicals for entry and exit levels. Magic. Yep, this is the Samsung 49-inch OLED Odyssey G9 something monitor. It's very thin. Look at that. If you look here on the screen, it's very, very thin. It's thinner than my finger. Of course, there is a curve, so it looks a bit thick, but this, you know, look at this. So thin.
Indeed.
Zar Trader, is it safe to hold my runner from yesterday at 33.66? Main target is 3,300. Brother, you need to ask your bank account if you can hold it, if you can afford to hold it, and if your bias lines up with my bias, then yeah, it's never safe to hold a position. Never ever safe. But you need to take risk. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, as said by Warren Buffett or someone. It's never safe to hold a position. You need to have a bias. You need to have an analysis. You need to be ready for every probability. According to my analysis, based on yesterday's hot CPI and possibly a hotter than expected CPI today, I re-entered into sell positions. I'm not holding yesterday's sells. I re-entered into sell positions, and that is, you can see on my trading view that's what I'm expecting. It can go up or down both ways depending on what the PPI is going to be, but my expectation is going to be that for various reasons I'm expecting gold to drop. The first one is the CPI yesterday, which was hotter than expected. I think that this inflation fear could spill on to today's trading session and continue to pressure gold to the downside. If you have a hotter than expected PPI, then gold is definitely going to melt. Also, we have an announcement by President Trump about cryptos today. And if that happens, if that is positive for the crypto market, I think there's going to be a risk on mode and money is going to flow into crypto stocks. That's going to take away money from gold. That's only a speculation, but you must have this kind of speculation and you must have a scenario analysis. If it doesn't work out, what's the big problem? If you manage your risk, you can only lose what you planned to lose, and that's it. You move on to the next one.
Good afternoon, Tamas.
Good afternoon, Kai. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I missed that scheduled event today. Donald Trump speaking about crypto. Could you tell me a bit more about it?
Yeah, I've seen it in the news. I've
You
seen it
on
in the
Bloomberg?
news. Yeah. So I've got Bloomberg running in the background,
Okay.
and yeah, there's apparently there's going to be announcement.
Okay. Thank you for giving the heads up. I seen yesterday they tried to pass that bill in the Genius Act in the House. I think it got rejected pretty much straight away.
The Genius Act. What's that?
Yeah, it's to do with it's a crypto bill and CBDCs as well.
Crazy. Yeah, just type in Trump crypto announcement. House of GOP hardliners agreed to move ahead with crypto bills, Trump says. So, there you go. There's the man, the legend, the myth. Conservative hardliners who tanked the procedural vote to block the House from taking up a slate of cryptocurrency bills on Tuesday have agreed to flip their votes to yes after meeting with President Donald Trump about the issue, he wrote on social media. The turnabout will likely to clear the way for the House to pass the crypto bill as planned this week. Trump wrote on Truth Social after a short oval of his discussion, the holdouts have all agreed to vote tomorrow morning in favor of the rule. Well, should be very good for Bitcoin longs. Roy FX, PPI. What about PPI? Yeah, it's coming today. Full analysis has been sent to the members. Let me show you. Also, someone asked me today. So Rajat is asking if there was, oh God. Okay, so today I've sent out the analysis about PPI. Now I prepared, this is the members area on Discord. The first half have been sent out to my Telegram, which you can find the link below the video. You can join my Telegram. I do send out snippets from the members analysis, and you can see that analysis precious metals 16th of July. This was sent out just 4 minutes before 6 a.m. 4 minutes, and the analysis was ready. So 8 hours before PPI, a full analysis has been sent out for the members, explaining how gold, dollar, and indices could and will react for the PPI. So in case of a hotter than expected PPI, which is above the consensus, you can expect gold to melt, to go down, further down after yesterday. Same reaction as CPI yesterday. In case of a cooler than expected or softer than expected PPI, you can expect gold to move higher, US dollar lower, and indices higher as well. And right now, when you look at the chart on TradingView, you can see that gold is gravitating right in the middle of that downward sending channel, right on the daily and the weekly pivot. So it's moving sideways. And the hesitation comes from the fact that we don't know what the PPI is going to be. And of course, the tariff-fused uncertainty. RoyFX PPI signal. Yep, it was sent out for the members. There you go. PPI signal was sent out. Also, I shared my full analysis, and also I sent out my personal entry for the members. If you would like to join the AlphaFX community, you can do so by going to alphafx.eu. But I'm expecting a short position, well, a sell on gold. And I do have 2 free sells. These are small positions, so no greater than 1.5 lots. And I placed all of the stop losses above the previous highs, which are about 50, 60, 70 pips higher than the weekly and the daily pivot. So these are my positions, fully transparent. You can see everything on the screen. Now this sell position or these sell positions only work out in case of hotter than expected PPI. If PPI comes out softer than expected, then all of my stop losses will be hit. Any questions?
No.
No?
Well, if PPI going to be higher today, then we can expect next month CPI going to be higher, or
if you can find the lag between PPI and CPI. So for example, if the PPI comes out lower, how long does it take, or higher, PPI comes out higher, how long does it take to appear in the CPI? Now this is something that I have no idea.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And now let's enjoy some Latin music while we wait for PPI. Smooth out those nerves. RK, buy or sell PPI. Brother, you need to do your own analysis. I'm selling PPI, but that's my own analysis. It could go very, very wrong. I'm not going to give you any signals or recommendations. This is not financial advice. I'm only showing my position. If you want to see, if you want to get a signal like this one, go join the AlphaFX community. I'm not sending anything on YouTube. This is a private community where I show people my entries. They're not forced to take any entries. This is their own decision. But if you want to see my personal entries, then go to alphafx.eu.
Yeah, it says here PPI normally takes around 1 to 3 months. For the short supply chains like food and energy, it will take around 1 month.
Oh, you
Durable
checked
goods
it?
and stuff. Yeah, durable goods and stuff like this probably will take up to 2 to 3 months, it says.
Very good. How many months?
Food
for
and
PPI?
energy. So food and energy would
Yep.
probably take around 1 month, and durable goods and clothing, etc., would take 2 to 3 months.
Can you find out what caused the surge in inflation this month or last month? What was the culprit? So because we have a basket of goods, and services in the PPI. You know, used cars, shelter, education, food, energy.
Just running a deep think on it now.
RoyFX is buying PPI. What's the reasoning behind your buy, Roy? Zakria, question. During yesterday's CPI news release, I noticed that you entered a sell trade and were up by approximately 1,800 profit at one point. However, the market eventually retraced back to your, I guess your entry. Yes, it came back, but then I re-entered. It was a very, very wobbly and I have to say rocky. Yeah, I would say wobbly CPI was. I got closed out when price spiked up, but then I looked at the CPI and my analysis was sell if CPI comes out higher. So I re-entered into 2 or 3 positions, and I think I closed the whole day with £10,000 profit, 9,000 something pure profit. But I think I can show you my MyFX book. That shows everything. Okay, let me just sign in. So yeah, 8,400 was the profit yesterday. You can see that's, oops. That's my MyFX book, as you can see right here. Let me just show you for the members as well. So that's my MyFX book. You can see I'm up 145%, 120% absolute gain. If you don't know what absolute gain, just look it up. I had 2 withdrawals of 5,000 and 5,000 in May and February. And overall, I think £148,000 profit since January. So 7 months. You do the math. How much is it? And yesterday I had 7,654. Sorry, this week I had about £8,500 profit. This month 18,000 and over 143,000. That was yesterday about 8.5 grand.
Good job, Thomas.
Pardon? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. Oops, look at that. Gold is moving. Very nice. Yeah, today is a sell. I'm expecting a sell, but you know, we never know what the PPI is going to be. But my gut feeling and my analysis says it's going to be a sell. But be careful, anything is possible. Those of you who want to join the AlphaFX community, go to alphafx.eu. There you go, there's the website. I'm changing everything fully monthly subscription, so the cheapest one is going to be, I think, 60 quid a month on month. There will be a quarterly and annual, and the lifetime is going to be hundreds of pounds, so it's about 700 or 800 pounds. So hurry up if you want to purchase the one-time lifetime plan for £199. Going back to the chart, you can see all positions running in profit. No, actually one of them is running in -1 pip. Sorry, my bad.
Tamesh, I've sent you in the Zoom chat all of the changes of the items in the basket of inflation.
Whew, it's a lot. Window and floor coverings +4. Okay. Coffee and drinks. Egg prices plunged -7%. What can you summarize? What was the highest increase?
Household.
Household. Yeah, everything becomes more expensive.
Yeah, except used. Oh yeah, cars is always dropping. To be fair, well, even new vehicles have dropped as well slightly.
Okay, we got 11 minutes until PPI. Gold position is running in profit. All of the gold positions. Actually, I'm going to move the highest position into not break even, but I'm going to move stop losses a little bit lower. That's mitigating any potential loss, reducing the potential losses. And I'm selling gold on PPI. No position on indices. No position on Bitcoin. Just good old gold.
Yeah, I've been following cycle trading a lot recently, and it's proven well in Bitcoin. I think the next daily cycle low is on the 22nd of July, which is something to look for.
Cycle, what does it mean? Like some moon cycles?
No, so there's different sort of cycle trading. I think this is just counting the days. I'm not too familiar with it.
It's
but
like
yeah.
it's like a women's period, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Counting the days. Insane. Gold is very wobbly today, moving sideways. Anything is possible today, guys. I'm speculating on higher PPI after yesterday's hotter than expected CPI, but it doesn't mean it will be higher. It could be lower as well, and be careful. Make your own analysis. Isn't it risky to keep stop losses within the zone before the news in case they spike to the upside? Yeah, I like to take it risky. My middle name is Risk. Stop losses are there to move up and down. You know, if price was moving down, so hence I move stop losses a little bit lower, just to reduce any potential losses. Well, we still got 8 minutes. Who's selling, who's buying? Speak to me.
I'm waiting for data.
You waiting for data?
Yep.
Good.